we wanted to provide a brief overview of the story mode features and functionality for our friends at the Live Like Lou Foundation. But while we have your attention in this video, we'll also use the time that we have together to demonstrate the amazing range of capability available with the storytelling features of the app when you let the users play with the voices available in the voice library. I'd ask you to pay attention as we go through the demo to the nuances of the narration and voiceover, because in future releases of the application, we will be taking advantage of the additional expressions available in this newest speech generation model, which is not yet fully released by 11 Labs, but which we are testing. It's still a secret. So let's jump in and have some fun. And when I say fun, I'll just warn you that you might hear from a few different characters as we go.
The first thing that we do is let Merlin know that we're creating a story for a particular age range of child. Select a character type and a special trait or skill. Here you may have seen that we told Merlin to create a story for a 9 to 12-year-old, and that our character is a shy dragon whose special trait is that they are a keen observer. We also get to name our main character. Now we can select one of the options that Merlin provides, or we can give it a name that we choose. You can see here that we chose to name our dragon Avery. Imagine you get to put your own child or grandchild right into the story that you're creating. What fun! Once we've got the information in hand for the main character, we get to decide if they have a sidekick. I mean, don't lots of great stories have characters who have trusty sidekicks? And if you choose to take a sidekick along with you, well, you get to name them too. So, here's our main character, Avery. How exciting!
Avery is a shy dragon who is learning to use her magical fire for good. Her special trait as a keen observer allows her to notice tiny details others miss, helping her wield her magical fire with precise accuracy alongside her sidekick, Sparkle-Eye.
Now we get to create the setting. Isn't this fun?
Hi, it's Chris again. So we create the setting just like the character. Merlin gives us some options, and we choose the setting that sounds the most interesting or fun. Oh, look, ancient subterranean labyrinths. And then we get to choose something about that setting that is the most interesting, unique, or surprising. This should be fun too. Let's see. What if the walls changed colors and revealed hidden doorways with my character's emotions? That sounds interesting. So, cool. We also get to choose how the main character feels about this setting. I think our character Avery is going to feel quite enchanted and alive. So, let's see where we are in this process. For a recap, let's bring in our Dr. Von Fusion to summarize the setting for us.
Beneath a towering mountain lies an ancient, winding labyrinth where young dragons come to test and strengthen their magical powers. Within its echoing tunnels of shimmering stone, the softly glowing walls shift colors according to the emotions of passing dragons, unveiling secret passageways only when a dragon's heart is filled with bravery and kindness, making the labyrinth feel both mysteriously enchanting and quietly alive.
Now we go on to work on the plot in the same manner. Merlin gives us options, and we get to choose.
Every story has conflict. What's ours? Let's see. The rare magical gemstone that powers the labyrinth's walls is beginning to fade, and Avery is going to have to reignite it, a challenge about which she is no doubt excited. By Jove, I think that's it.
Well, of course. There has to be a plot twist. Now that we've given Merlin and his flock of AI-enabled literary geese all the information that they need to create the story, we get a summary of where we are, and we can click Build My Story to put them to work. This will, of course, take a minute. In the meantime, you might be surprised to see that we've popped up an image of Avery that we created in the background. So, yeah, in addition to the literary geese that we've put to work, we've got some artistic ones in the bird cages too. And they've been hard at work while we've been building the story, creating an image of our main character and her sidekick for us to see as the story comes together. Throughout the construction of this story, I hope that you've noticed the range of voices that we've used and the degree of vocal expression that's possible with the new model that's under development and that we will put into production when it's available. Imagine the possibilities to give someone their voice back, and their laugh, or their whisper. It is hard not to get overwhelmed when thinking about it, honestly. So, while I've been talking, if you're watching the screen, the story is loading in the background. And you hopefully have noticed that you can scroll down and save the story to your documents as text as well. And now, we'll play it. Not the whole thing, but the beginning, just to let you hear it.
Deep beneath the towering peak of Mount Pharaoh, where mist hung like silver curtains and the wind whistled ancient melodies, a labyrinth waited. Its tunnels shimmered softly in the darkness, as if lit from within by the color.
And now this is David. For real, it's me. At least what will be me. It's the voice clone that I made to preserve my ability to speak when we created the app initially in response to my ALS diagnosis in late 2024. I became very concerned about what happens when one loses the ability to speak as this disease progresses. What we found when I researched solutions available were tools that were lacking in many ways, lacking in their use of cutting-edge technology, lacking in their accessibility, and lacking, honestly, in their personality and human centricity. We sought to change that with Talk to Me, Goose. We sought to create something that was built to reinfuse humanity into the solutions that give people their voice back, that give people back the connections that they have with each other, and that can enable someone who is living with this disease to have the autonomy and agency to communicate easily and quickly using a tool that is also, hopefully, fun. And most importantly, we are looking for the right partner to make this available to everyone in the United States who is living with ALS for free. We don't think that there needs to be barriers for people to have access to solutions like this. Together, I know that we can do that.